Hello, everybody, and welcome on back to Mariners Baseball here on youtube.com/SeanOsaurusRex. My name is Sean, and today we have Game 2 against the New York Yankees. Max Fried, 4-1 with a 2.0 ERA, taking on George Kirby, 6-1 with a 3.0 ERA. After yesterday's victory, we're 34-6. It's game number 41. We won 1-0. It was not great. I did not enjoy that game. We had a lot of trouble with a knuckle curve. And struck out a bunch, and it was just kind of ugly, kind of gross, but we got the victory. It's partly cloudy, so go ahead and leave it closed. George Kirby. Okay, we are in a funky spot. We're going to want to bring our catcher in. Oh boy, this is going to get so much worse before it gets better. I should have been more aggressive with substitutions in our Toronto series. We have a left fielder. We do. It's Canzone. He is even slower than Randy Arozarena, so we need to really make sure that we run correctly with him. However, what do we want to do here? Solano's back in the lineup. Canzone. He has pretty good power against righties. Oh, shoot. Shoot. All right, we're gonna use Randy. I took into account that Fried's a lefty. Okay, so Harry Ford actually not a bad situation. Let's throw... Ooh, who do we throw there? Let's throw a Arozarena up there just because it's not Raleigh. And then we're going to get... Okay. We're in a weird spot. Because Dylan Moore's in the lineup at second. Rayleigh's at first. Crawford... Oh, boy. Well, tomorrow's game just got a lot more interesting. I don't know what to do with this lineup tomorrow. We have super tired guys. We might just have to grit and bear through it. Bliss hasn't seen any playing time in a while. What's he play second? He can do third or shortstop. Solano just got back. Crawford looks good. I think we're going to go ahead and just... I'm sorry, Ryan Bliss, but you are going to, unfortunately, just have to hang out on the bench. Okay. We only have the two true lefties. Obviously, we have the one switch. We subbed our catcher out. And tomorrow's going to be real weird. Oh, man. Oh, okay. That was very weird.
It's the New York Yankees.
Well, the Mariners lost again last night. They have an L4 going into tonight's game. I talked about how important this was in real life for the Mariners, and they have just fallen flat on their face. All right. Harry Ford, it's weird that they got rid of Garver. I kind of liked him a little bit more. But this game doesn't have the Cal Raleigh extension, so I guess it makes a little bit more sense to put you in a position where it's like, can you get Raleigh onto your squad for the long haul? If not, here's Ford. We can trade that. I don't know. I don't know.
Base runners are tough to come by with him out there, Chris.
Yeah, this guy's
we only scored one run. Yesterday's game was so brutal. It was so brutal. We walked more times than we had hits. That is a ridiculous stat for me.
Elite starters in the game right now.
We got a hugely important strikeout in the top of the eighth. Just a real funky game. That's a real funky start. Okay. Our defense is decently fast. With the exception... Oh, shit. Solano's there. Never mind. Never mind. In my head, Dylan Moore was on the field twice. Actually, probably should have put...
Gets under it and pops it up. Rayleigh in position.
Shoot. Okay. Well, now it's post lineup clarity. We should have put Bliss in at second. Dylan Moore at third.
We're going to see if they can bounce back with a better effort here today.
That makes a speedier infield because Polanco's DHing.
You're seeing that consecutive streak of innings you haven't scored.
Weird.
And you want to get off to a great start, score early.
It's a funky lineup for like not really much of a reason.
2 consecutive games, which no one wants to be a part of.
He swings and fouls one off. 1 out, bases empty.
Not a great pitch. We'll just throw him kind of fastballs and sliders. We'll mix in some of those other pitches later on.
Slow roller to third.
Nice job by Solano.
Solano tosses to first.
I think Solano's a right-handed bat, and I keep confusing Solano and Shenton.
Aaron Judge at the plate. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy.
There was someone got left the game the other day.
Ball left side.
This is the first thing I saw at 4 a.m. this morning. It was the injury that happened last night for the Yankees, and it was just a dude's foot not turned the right way. And I was like, this is the worst possible. Well, not maybe not the worst possible. This is one of the last things I would like to see. Fresh in the morning, just staring at my phone, and then it's all of a sudden it's like, oh man, that injury doesn't look. Oh, it's real bad.
They're just having
It's
a hard
awful.
time squaring up anything, doing any type of damage. The only way he hurts himself is if he gives up the free passes and surrenders a rare home run. But outside of that, it's going to be a tough
We won
job
1-0 on a home run. 96 on a fastball. Oh God, it's the speed differential again. A curveball all the way down at 77. A sinker at 96, a circle change at 88, and a sweeper at 83.
On the inside corner for a strike.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that.
Because we saw that knuckle curve was pretty slow as well.
Because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
There's that curveball. That sort of way up and dropped. So.
Swing and a ground ball.
He's decently fast. Nice job, Robles. I appreciate you busting that out.
And putting the ball in play speaks to cutting down the strikeouts, shortening up with 2 strikes.
Here's Donovan Solano. Hitless last night, and they only
Ooh, we were still very early on that.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
I mean, obviously it was going to be a ball, but for that to be the sinker and very early.
Started using MLB The Show to go over scouting reports. Blind into right. Plays it on a bounce, and it eats him up.
Okay. So we already have as many hits as we had in the entire game yesterday with our first 2 batters.
You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
And now it's Julio Rodriguez.
That's good. That's a good take.
Robles, the lead runner at second. Solano at first with no outs. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Makes the grab, and there's one down.
Darn, a little aggressive. I'm guessing. Oops. I'm guessing. Good. Good. We were just more inside.
High fly ball on that one, curling foul down the right side. Runners at first and second with 1 gone here in the second game of the series. And that one goes straight to the
go, 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 go.
And now second and third with 1 gone. And the runners.
That's huge. That's huge. I'm going to guess that was a curveball that went in the dirt. Circle change. Okay. Okay. That takes us out. That takes the double play away.
Ground ball to Bill. That's a base hit. 1 runs in.
That's a bad send. That's a real bad send. It's an awful send. We got lucky. All right, nice job of Rosarena. I love that we were able to punch that right back up the middle.
There's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
The batter
I
now,
like that there was. I
Polanco,
committed to it early.
second in the American League in hitting. On the ground to the left.
Oh,
Jump throw. Oh, the throw is over his head. And it's going to wind up out of play.
what in the hell is happening? You can kind of see it with the camera angle.
Good communication on the field can make a big difference on a play like that.
J.P. Crawford gets a chance to hit. That one lifted to left. Dominguez makes the play. Runners tagging from second and third. And he's
Okay,
safe at third.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
Comes in on the play.
There you go.
Knock in a run.
RBI there. It's a great at bat. Got the job done.
And now we'll see one of the top prospects in
He's only
baseball
thrown 13
step
pitches.
in the box
So
for a
for
major
comparison,
league debut.
13 pitches.
Trying to pick up his
In
first
this game, we
notch
have
in the
2
big
outs. We have
leagues.
scored 3 runs, and we have a couple of hits. In yesterday's, it was just 3 strikeouts.
And that's in for a strike. And a swing and a miss there. Ford making his debut in the middle of the season after missing out on the opening day roster. I don't think anyone's surprised the former first rounder made it to this level. It was more a question of when and not if.
That was an awful swing. I don't know where I was going with that. Darn it, darn it, darn it. Sorry, Harry Ford. Oh, you know what? Oh, it's someone trying to
It's
call
the
me. That's
Mariners
what I meant.
3 and the Yankees nothing.
Is there any update on the Jason Tatum injury? That was brutal. That was hard to watch last night. It wasn't a graphic injury at all, but like the emotion. Yeah, that's what I was worried about. Jason Tatum undergoes surgery to repair ruptured Achilles tendon. Fuck, that sucks. That sucks.
Whatever it takes to stay up here.
In for a strike.
It was like he knew. That's brutal. It's gonna suck because the
Swinging a foul out of play.
2 playoff series in the NBA this round are going to be determined by injuries, which kind of sounds like a little dramatic, but like Steph is out with the hamstring thing. He was gone. He's going to be, it's a week or whatever when he initially got.
Finds its way through base hit. And a good start to the inning.
With his timetable was initially a week. They've since gone down 3-1. Boston probably should have been up 3-0. They had multiple games with 20-point leads. I need to lock in pitching-wise here.
Puts it away for the out.
I think it's 3-1 right now. 2-1, 3-1, whatever it is. So I guess they kind of dodged a bullet there because otherwise they might lose a series if they led 3-0. But I think you would look at that and go, yeah, I mean, an injury. But now it just feels like it's going to be the Knicks series. Granted, they played well last night. So I don't know. It just sucks that half of them are. The playoffs have been weird, at least in this round. It's either been like tight game buzzer beaters or like 40-point blocks. The Pacers beat the Cavs by whatever the number was. They were up by 41.5. We've seen Oklahoma City and Indiana put up 70-point halves. Wild.
Digging in.
All right, let's lock in here. 2 away.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Just one hit.
That's splitter.
Games.
Stanton, the runner at first with 2 gone.
That sinker a little more over the plate than I would like. I'll take that off.
And that's where the swing
Hey, we'll see you later, buddy. We'll see you later.
We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Mariners 3 and the Yankees nothing. Back at T-Mobile Park, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And here's the first baseman.
So 16 total pitches. Let's see if we can settle things down here just a little bit. No, we can't. That curveball looks really good coming in. It really drops and is super slow.
So far, it's the quality of the strikes. That's been the real issue.
There we go.
Look at the first inning. That's
Get some takes in there.
Pitches out over the plate.
Oh, they had number 45, and now they have number 54.
behind
inside.
2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Ooh.
Good eye
That's
right
inside.
there.
Okay, there we go.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Not fully locked in with the count there.
Ripped on a line to center.
That's an out.
Grisham on the
That's
move,
okay. Hey, I'll
and
take
he
a
hauls it in.
I'll take a
There's
fly out. When you're up 3-0, a fly out like that a lot easier. I bet you could go back and just varied, like based on the score, you could determine, or based on my annoyance, you could determine the score. God damn it, that
Strike
curveball.
1.
Struggled with the knuckle curve, struggling with the curve. It's fooling me.
Swing
Okay.
and a miss, and he was fooled.
God
A lot of
fucking
times you'll
damn
see
it.
a
No
pitcher
balls, 2
maybe
strikes.
double up on a pitch. This guy will throw it 3 times, 4 times in a row because hitters just can't lay off of it.
One down, base is empty. That's to third. Cabrera
That's 2 really awful swings.
whips it to first.
We are kind of
Already
forcing
2
Cabrera to
out
make
here in the home half of
plays,
inning number 2.
and he hasn't been great.
Back
what
to the
is-
top of the lineup. Victor
Oswaldo
Robles.
Cabrera,
Now
75
at the
fielding,
plate.
70
Reached out an
reaction,
infield single his first
54
time.
strength, 54 accuracy, 53 speed. Interesting. Don't actually want that.
And a foul
Very
ball.
late. That explains it. I was looking for that curveball.
Late on
boy,
that
oh boy.
fastball.
The strong second
Step
hitter
out.
is a
This is the
confidence
worst.
builder for him.
I hate
A relief
this.
For his manager, doesn't have to get into that
They do
bullpen
this
quite
shit.
as early.
Time asked for at the plate. Maybe an attempt to break up the rhythm that he's got going on the mound right now. Maximus notches
Fuck
the K.
my life.
Nobody left for Seattle, but they needed 3-0.
He just reared back and threw 3 straight fastballs. I was late on every single one of them. That was in the fucking catcher's glove by the time I hit the X button.
Paul Goldschmidt now. Breaking ball through there for a strike. Goldie, multi-time All-Star, in the 8th spot in today's lineup. He joined the team as a free agent. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
I don't know what I'm doing with my
Well,
hand.
that's the
Get
money
out of here.
maker right there. 2 strikes, slider down and away from a same side thrower as the hitter. I mean, that's just tough. You're looking to protect with 2 strikes and very difficult to lay off.
Trent Grisham, the next to
Oh.
hit, takes ball 1.
Oh, God. The hiccups.
Grisham, first round pick of the Brewers in 2015. Swing and a miss. And the count 1.
Forgot that we had a ball. I thought that was another strikeout.
That's inside.
Didn't get the result he
just
wanted, but that's
missed.
a nice pitch right there.
Can't glove it cleanly.
Crawford, please?
Still
Are
manages a
you
throw, and
serious?
he's going to make it to first, and we'll see how they score it.
That's an error. What Crawford?
He just couldn't get it to
Oh
stick
my
in the glove
goodness.
as he gets tagged with the error. Should have been 2 outs in the inning, but now they have to work around it and get 2
That,
more.
like, just the animation
So the
just
lineup
decided
flips
not
over.
to work that
The batter
time.
will be the shortstop, Anthony Volpe.
Okay.
And that one clips the
Let's
corner.
see if we can get a little pop out, maybe. Or a double play, excuse me.
And that one fouled off.
We don't get double plays in this game a
At
lot.
first, one gone. That one misses, and it's 1-2. Goes down looking.
Come on.
Been a pretty rough start to
It's
this
fine that we get the
series.
strikeout, but
Playing
come
3 strikeouts in
on.
the first game yesterday, another one right there. They've clearly got a great plan for how to deal with this guy right now.
LeMahieu in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Yuck. Gross.
Next offering is down low. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And a pop-up, right side, foul
That'll work.
territory. Rayleigh
Okay.
makes the catch, and that's the third out.
So the error, each team now with
Left for
one
the
error.
Yankees. They trail it here, 3-0.
Their error technically did give us another run. It was second and third, and then we hit
Back
the
in Seattle, now the number 2 hitter, Donovan Solano.
sacrifice fly. Okay, an average of 14 pitches an inning. That's a positive.
Max Fried will go to work. Ripped in the air, left field.
I'll take it. I'll take it. Very early, trying to adjust.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was.
That wasn't a good adjustment.
Thanks to the bad job.
Shit.
Those small moments can be costly.
Rodriguez.
And now, Julio Rodriguez. Fly to left his first time. And
That's a
ball
great
one.
take. That's a great take.
Next one misses,
inside.
and the count is 2-0. Nobody out, runner at first. Misses with the 2-0, and he's fired 3
I've
straight
really been
outside
looking
the
for that
strike zone.
curveball. 3-0, taken all the way. Hands off the controller.
And there's
Okay.
a strike.
All right. Here we go. 3-1. Maybe my worst count.
Next offering is in for a
Too
strike.
passive there.
Looks fresh out there. Just needs to get a little more
You know what?
confidence.
Let's step
and
out.
Remember how
Let's
good
step out.
he's been in the past.
And ball
All
4,
right, there we
2
go.
apart.
Nicely done. That
Now
was
he's got 2 runners on.
seven straight fastballs, and we didn't take the bat off our shoulder.
Situation, so he's going to have to find a way to get back into the strike zone.
First and second.
Hey, we need to let him throw it. Well, he's
Randy Arozarena up next for the Mariners. In the dirt.
got me with the curveball. We saw
Some early
7
action out
straight
there in the bullpen.
fastballs.
Tim Hill getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. Freed out of the stretch fires. Swing and
I'm
a miss. And the count is
I am
0-2
all out of whack. He threw one curveball. We were already.
as he asks for time at the plate. Ground ball could
That
be 2.
is unfortunately a double
Over to
play.
second on to Goldschmidt.
That's
2.
super
That double play
frustrating.
looks so easy, but it was far
Wiped
from
away the
routine.
walk and everything.
That's the thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Blanco.
Jorge Polanco.
That's a
up
tough pill
next
to
for the
swallow.
Mariners. Left field.
And that's the end of the inning. Okay. So we work a nice walk with Julio.
That is that. Mariners
did-
lead 1, but they
oh,
lead 3-0.
That's where it gets so irritating. You don't have to mix in much. You don't have to mix in a curveball. It doesn't have to be every single pitch. I'll fall for it, sure. You just have to throw it like one time.
And we're back.
And it's like in the back of my head. If the first
Aaron
pitch of the
Judge
game is a
now.
curveball, I'm fucked.
Aaron Judge.
Kirby back to work. That
What a
one's
bad
in
double
there.
play.
Strike 1.
Couldn't
Well,
drive
in
in
terms of
anything.
hitting
2 on with
rocky home runs,
nobody
Judge
out,
is
and
near
we
the top of that
come
list.
across.
Only
come away with
Stanton has hit
0.
more with greater exit velocity than Judge. Look out, though. Shohei is quickly climbing those charts.
There's a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Just misses. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
I hope that we don't look at that
Up next for the Yankees. the
Here's
designated
Stanton
hitter.
now.
that situation as a missed opportunity later.
Slider clips the zone.
I think Stanton had the hit.
Strike on the inside corner.
Well, he's gotten ahead with 2 pitches down in the zone. He has plenty of options right here. He can go up, he can go away, he can add velocity, he can subtract.
Judge on at first, nobody out.
Fuck.
That wasn't
Put
an easy
something
pitch
in
to hit.
play.
It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
He goes down looking.
God damn it.
Well, we get the strikeout.
The game
there,
just
and
so
what kind of
consistently
stood out to
gives me these like slow burn innings of 1 out, 1 out.
That tells me they wanted to attack him, and it paid off.
Austin Wells stepping in now for the Yankees. The other way. Oh, nice lunging grab. Man, that's
Okay,
one
I
of
hit
those
L1
at-bats
to
where
try
you
and
have to
cancel the
remind
throw.
yourself it's
Thankfully, it
about
didn't get too wild.
He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good
It's a really nice play by Rosarena out in left field. A guy that we don't always
And that'll do it.
put in the correct positions.
The Yanks lead 1. They trail in this one 3-0. Bottom 4. Now it's
Leading
the
up
shortstop,
for the Mariners,
J.P.
The
Crawford.
shortstop, J.P. Crawford.
Right through there for a strike.
Goodness, I
sweeper.
think he just took the
0-1.
best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many
I think
like
that's an
that in
okay.
that
I mean,
location.
obviously
I don't know if you take that pitch
location-wise that
against
sucks,
any
but
pitcher out there on the mound.
Clips the corner. 0-2 down.
all right, let's step
And
up.
he asks for time
Location-wise,
before
it's
the
a little
0-2
like
pitch.
fuck. But I don't think we've seen the sweeper all day.
Fights that one away, and the
Okay.
count remains 0-2.
Ball that's
Outside.
outside.
Swing and a miss.
Late.
Struck him out.
Too late.
And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Just a
Now
mid-90s
batting,
challenge
catcher,
fastball
Perry.
right there. Not much to it. And I'm sure he'd
Ball.
love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But you know, it happens.
My
Over to Goldie.
fucking
Already
God.
2 gone here in the
Now
home fourth.
batting, the first baseman,
Luke Raley digs in now. 0-1 so
Raley.
far. And that's in the
Ball
dirt.
1, no strikes.
Right back
Yep.
to him
Cool.
on the mound. And the Mariners
He's
set
out.
down 1-2-3. Mariners go down quietly there, but they're on top by a count of 3-0.
That's what it's going to be. It's going to be 1 inning where we were able to do something.
Welcome back.
I think I'm overthinking it a little bit at the
So
plate.
far, here's how the
That
starters
curveball
have
is
performed
really
up to this
frustrating to
point.
deal with. We've gotten 5 hits off of them in the 4 innings. If we take a look at our pitching comparison, we have zeros where we want them. Runs and walks. Only a couple of hits, 5 strikeouts in 4 innings. We've struck out 3 times, walked once, 5 hits. We got the 3 earned.
Just missed.
You know, these Yankees just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone
Ball 2.
all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Hit in the air, left field. And it drops in. Man aboard on the leadoff
okay.
single.
I don't think the sinker or the slider slid the way I wanted it
That's a
to.
ball that a lot of
I didn't
times
dive
you
to
see
the corner.
shortstop or left fielder be able to get to if it hangs up in the air long enough.
There
But
we go.
right there, it just died. And
Okay, so we put they put another runner on.
On the ground. And it finds its way through for a hit.
It's a good effort by
Lead
Moore.
runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
Back-to-back singles, just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Grisham stands in now and watches strike 1.
Oh
Fought off
my
foul.
God.
Battling here as he fouls it away. First and
I
second
think
here, no outs.
Reyna had that. Oh boy.
Foul ball still.
Fastballs or
0-2.
sinkers? Do I have anything? Does a splitter get him to go?
And a good eye there.
Yeah, not a great pitch. I kind of like the idea.
On the ground to third. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly to second, and he's safe. Back to the top of the Yankees.
You've got to be fucking
And up
kidding
next
me.
for New York, Anthony
You're
Volpe.
fucking kidding
In
me.
this one.
Are you fucking kidding me? That's a fucking double play ball. The game gives me the double play ball and then just says, no. No, you may not have that. Fuck off. There's just no way. It fucking fuck, dude. And this is why these innings are so frustrating. It just bopped him in the arm. The same fucking thing happened to Crawford. That's...
That's in there. 0-1.
Well, this is a tough situation with the bases loaded, but the healthiest mindset
Oh my
is just try to
goddamn
get
game.
outs one hitter at a time.
That's a little bit
It's
low.
not difficult when it feels cheap, video game.
Perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up.
No, it's just going to be another fucking error. I don't know what you think I'm going to do, turning a goddamn double play. And you saw the catch that their pitcher made to end the fuck you.
The runner at third.
In the inning, oh,
Over
I'm
at second. Grisham on at first with nobody out.
That's
Pitch
fine.
misses, and the count's even at 2.
go right after him with a fastball.
Lifted
Yep,
in the
that's
air, left
exactly
field,
what I
pretty
thought was
well
gonna happen.
struck. A Rosarena after it. Squeezes it. Runners tag up from second and third. Runner from third.
And we
in to
still
score.
can't-
He's in there.
Now
Well, that's a quality at bat right there. You know
He's
the
a
situation.
34
You need something in
fucking
the air
speed, and we
deep
can't get him.
enough, and that's exactly what he did. Good pass to the baseball.
And now it's DJ LeMahieu digging in. And a slider in there for a strike.
Well, in this situation,
Because that would have gone to
runners
what?
on, you gotta
Crawford?
get ahead in the count so that you can dictate the rest of the at bat. Nice job right there.
The pitch to LeMahieu.
Big pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play.
On the ground to first. Could be 2. 1 at second. Return throw to first. Got him. Double
If I didn't turn that double play, I would have
One
turned the
run,
game off.
hits. One error.
I would have
And
lost
moments
my
of the fifth
fucking
coming
mind.
up. It's the
That's
Mariners 3 and
absolute
the Yankees 1.
garbage. We should have been out of that inning clean. How many games have we had multiple errors in?
Back here at the ballpark,
Way
let's
to go.
check out the latest
God.
news around the
The
league.
second baseman.
So Ryan Clifford goes hitless in his debut, and then 2 notes that you already know. We won, and we haven't lost in nearly 3 weeks. Or I guess maybe 3 weeks at this point with off days.
Swing
That's
and a miss.
okay.
There's that changeup.
0-1's the count.
Now, there's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if he can mix that in whenever he wants.
That's a good take right there.
Now 1 and 2.
I don't like to say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up. Now go back exactly where you want
Yep,
to go.
there it was. It was a fastball.
He's notched 4 strikeouts.
Looking
now.
for something off
Well, he
speed.
throws him with a great
It's a really
fastball
nice
right on the
spot.
corner. It's kind of like bowling when you think the ball's going to get into the gutter and somehow it just hangs onto that edge and knocks down a pin. Well, he got the outside corner of the plate and got that called third strike.
Unfortunately, is not
In the
enough.
air, out towards
We do
left
actually see
center.
that curveball pretty well. It just didn't drop the way it's been
To his
dropping.
right, makes the
Now
catch.
batting.
That's out number
the
2.
third baseman.
Every
Man,
day
this
during
is-
batting practice, these outfielders
This
get
is
about
such a
10
frustrating
minutes of
pitching staff to
balls
face.
in the gaps. They
And we
practice this,
will.
and when
There
the
is the
game
potential that
comes,
we would have
they
to
make
face
play
them in the
perfect.
playoffs. That was a bad swing.
And that'll do it. Mariners are down in order, and the score stays 3-1. Top of the 6th inning. Now it's the right fielder.
Oops. Replay votes. Where did the other... Let's see. Teams, Mariners... Third? Oh, so then it would be Yankees? Was this a double play opportunity? No, it's just a... It was what? One out would have been out number 2. Okay. Yeah, it's weird. Maybe we take a look at it a little bit later, or I guess right now, but it's just a couple. That one didn't even really seem to jump in on him. It just kind of just got fielded funky. Glove, I love it. Big fan of the glove in the dirt. That is just so weird. You bopped it. And then you go look at that. The Solano one. Just like it's just right off the wrist. Oh, brutal. That was a double play opportunity. All right.
Judge goes 6 feet 7 inches, 32 years old. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. There's the strike.
Tonight, his slider has been really impressive. I mean, tight spin. Seems like the hitters aren't picking it up out of the hand.
Okay. We're lucky that 5 degrees right or the early, whichever one affected that pitch more, pushed that out of the zone, even though it was a little more over the plate.
Hard on the ground to first. He takes it on his own, and that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th.
Let's see if we can get Kirby through 6 here.
And here is Giancarlo Stanton, 1 for 2. And there's a ball.
That's a fucking strike. That's a fucking strike.
After that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but
can't believe this game has fucking Yankee-ass bias.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Right through there for a strike. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes.
There we go.
And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
Really nice job working both sides of the plate for that strikeout. Started him off inside, then away, back inside again, and that one set him up for that last pitch on the outside part of the plate that he just swung right through. Pretty smooth sequence right there.
Austin Wells stepping in now for the Yankees. That one misses, and that's ball 1.
I mean, it's on the edge. It's fine.
Bottom of the zone and a called strike.
And that splitter just...
2 outs, base is empty. And that one is lifted in the air. Rodriguez settles under it, brings it in. And that is that. Nothing across here this half. Heart of the order, 3-4-5 coming up. It's the Mariners 3 and the Yankees 1. Out of the bullpen for the Yankees, Fernando Cruz.
All right. Fernando Cruz coming in. 1-1 with no holds. Don't know why I pointed that out. Julio's not looking great. Splitter at 84. 4-seam at 97. Cutter at 91. 0 for 4 in the series. That's not what we want out of our guy.
Upstairs, ball 1.
He does have surprisingly like few home runs.
Up and throwing.
But he's had a lot of RBI opportunity. Well, kinda.
Foul ball.
Very early. He's had RBI opportunities because Solano's in front of him, and Solano's been playing very well, but he also hasn't had a ton because while Solano is in front of him and hitting well, Solano's very slow.
He's there. He's got it.
Damn it.
1 down. And now, Randy
I wonder if flipping them would be kind of the play, but then that puts
99
Solano
career
up with 2 outs. Yeah,
We'll see if this is the moment to notch number 100. That one
Fuck.
hammered but pulled foul. One down, base is empty. Comes up empty.
Okay,
That's
we got
strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
I fucking hate their pitching staff. Feels like every one of their pitchers has a 4-seam fastball and a pitch that has movement that is significantly slower. You're talking 13 miles an hour of a difference here, closer to like 15 plus the last guy.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And then you go back to yesterday's game with Garrett Cole. Fucking fuck. Got me. Fucking fuck.
There's 2 away.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball.
God, that's so irritating.
He was taking it, thinking it might be a cold ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Polanco in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Late on that fastball. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th.
All right, so we're gonna have to try and push Bryce Miller or whoever our pitcher is through 7. I didn't put anybody up in the pen. That's outside. I think I'll get to listen to the game tomorrow before we head out on another road trip starting Friday.
Swings
In
through
San
it,
Diego.
and that's a strikeout. Nothing doing here this half. We're through 6 full. It's the Mariners 3 and the Yankees 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top of inning number 7. Now,
boy.
here is
What is happening in these? So I was talking a little bit about the NBA playoffs earlier. It's already the Cleveland Cavaliers are winning 42-25. 8:22 to go in the second. Why are these games so uneven? That is wild. Okay, let's get some arms up here. So we can go with Snyder and a Santos. I know we saw Santos.
Jason Dominguez. Kirby back to work. There's a strike.
But then, I mean, you go, well, it's not even 20 points, and how many times have the Nuggets, or not the Nuggets, excuse me, the Knicks, how many times have they come back from down 20? Yeah, 110 tomorrow. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to.
All right, Kirby, can you get us through 7? The 1 run is not your fault.
That one 95 to finish him off.
We had one of those, a similar call in yesterday's game that we really needed.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
And now it's going to be Oswaldo Cabrera. The Yankees down by a pair here in the top half of inning number 7. Edge it is over.
There we go.
And it's nothing in 2.
There we go. Spoke it a little further out.
Ball 1 there.
That's a good eye. That's a good eye. He knew what I was doing.
Very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Chef's kiss. Let's go.
Tunneled that pitch. Thought it was going to be a slider breaking in off the plate, but it humped the corner. And at that point, when he recognized it, it was just too late.
Goldie in the box again, takes a strike.
Oh, I pulled that so left. I pulled it so far to the left. Just need one more good pitch here.
Fouled off. And
Okay,
they'll
I
do it
said
again.
good.
This to center field. And that'll fall for a base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Okay.
The center fielder.
So the batter now will be Trent Grisham.
Grisham.
You know what? Let's give them something different to look at. Let's throw in Colin Snyder. We're just gonna bring in a fresh okay. Because it's the end of the third time through the lineup. We didn't warm up a lefty. I guess I probably should have, just in case. He pitched really well.
Now pitching for
Offensively, we just haven't been very good.
number 52.
I can't figure this pitching staff out. It doesn't make sense.
Snyder.
That one fouled off. Goldie off of first with 2 away. Up the middle, Moore. And that
Really
is
did
the
not need
inning.
to do that. Probably could have just
That
run to second base,
situation
but
navigated to
that's fine.
perfection by the
That-
Mariner
that's
bullpen.
fine.
7th inning stretch time. It's the Mariners 3 and the Yankees 1.
Now pitching for
We're
New
back in a new pitcher here to start the
Number
bottom of the
56.
7th. Mark Leiter Jr.
Mark
He's been so
Leiter
good against lefties.
Jr.
J.P. Crawford
Leading off,
getting ready to
Crawford.
hit.
Splitter.
Shortstop, J.P.
On a 12-6 curve all the way down it.
Crawford.
All right.
Swing and a
Okay,
miss.
that's a little too
0-1.
aggressive.
0-1's the count.
Splitter at 86, a sinker at 94, a 12-6 curve at 76, sweeper at 82, and a cutter at 91.
Back up the middle. and a
Okay,
base
there we
hit.
go. Hey, those are some of the hits that
Just
feel the
got a
best in this
slight
game
step
when
on
you
the
have a
center.
terrible swing like I just did. Able to still knock one out into the
Good extension
Now
on that
batting,
swing.
the
Took
catcher,
the pitch on the
Harry.
outside part of the plate and drove
into the
it up
outfield.
middle. He let it
All right,
travel
let's
just
let
enough.
Harry Ford see a little
Now
bit
the
more than just
catcher
one
up
pitch
to
this
hit.
time.
Harry Ford. Just
Outside,
missed.
that's the ball.
Sinker just outside. Oh, they got the MLB debut patch on his jersey.
And a foul ball. Runner at first with no outs here.
Oh my
And a pop
fucking
up
god.
right side, foul territory.
That's a sinker that's just so far,
Makes the catch.
so far
And there's
up.
one down.
And we're just not going
And
to do
here is
anything
Luke
with that.
Raley.
Oh, no Jazz in the lineup I just put together.
Foul ball there. And that one missing low. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Leiter over to first.
That's fine.
And
We were
Crawford
never
gets in
going.
there.
Never going.
On the ground to short. It's through for a hit.
Ooh.
They fired in
There we
quickly.
go.
So it's first and second with only
So we want to see
one
just a
out.
little
Good job right there.
Baseman,
Gets two strikes out,
tap.
you just got to battle.
Moore.
As that was coming off the bat, I thought, oh man, maybe I should have tried to go with him just to help avoid the double play. But I got through. I got past the shortstop.
One out. Next to hit, Dylan Moore.
It's not going to matter because we're going to hit into a double play right here.
Lifted in the air down the left side. And it
Just kidding. It's an RBI single.
It's offline. The run comes
Dylan Moore, let's go.
Up to 3. Looped that one in there for the knock. Definitely got that pitch on the outside of the cap a little bit, but he made it work for him.
We're doing all of this without any long balls. We do not do this very often.
First and second, one out. Robles.
Cutter very early on. Okay.
He's been really clutch.
Well, thank God it was a cutter, I guess.
This season, so they'll have to be extra careful in this matchup.
Grisham settles
That's
under
such
it.
a bad swing.
He makes the grab, and there's 2 down.
Now batting, the third baseman,
Donovan Solano now at the plate.
Solano.
First offering misses badly for ball 1. Raley, the lead runner out at second. Moore on at first with 2 down. In the air, right side. Judge getting an angle on it. Drops into the glove, and that is the inning.
There was
But the
no
RBI
reason to swing
single
at that.
pushes across a run.
Getting
It's now
so annoyed.
4-1. Major League Baseball is on the show.
8 hits, 2 errors, 4 runs. Hey, we're winning. We'll bring in Gregory Santos. As a little insurance run, that's super helpful.
This guy, he's been extremely tough to hit this year. His numbers are excellent.
Back to the top of the order. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Anthony Volpe. That one finds the zone.
There we go.
Strike 1.
Pitching has been pretty dominant.
Great
in this
camera
one,
angle.
but you gotta
Super
be careful.
helpful.
Not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
What do you mean if I'm not careful? If the game just decides like, hey, you are not going to win this game.
To the 9th with a 3-run lead. It should be a W.
Should be. Again, you haven't. Have you forgotten about the Yankee bias of MLB The Show 25?
That just
Come
misses.
on,
And the
fuck.
count is even, 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
We do need to change the eye level a little bit, even if this misses.
And there's a ball.
Good location, good take. Sometimes you want the hitter to prove he can lay off that pitch.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Chopped left side. Solano tosses to first.
Okay, that was a long at bat for an out.
Even though he couldn't find a way on base.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
Forgot he was on the mound there for that
One
pitch.
down, base is empty. That one catches the zone, and it's 0-2. Got him swinging.
There we go.
Slider.
All right, here we go.
Strike 3.
Well, when you throw the same pitch back to back, that's how you want to do it. Set him up in the strike zone, then extend a little bit from there and see if you can get him to chase. Nicely done with the slider right there.
Judge in the box now. No balls and a strike. Two down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th. Swing and a miss. Struck him
Let's
out.
fucking go. Come
Down in
on.
order go the Yankees. And they trail it 4-1.
Now pitching for
Back
York.
now, new pitcher on the mound.
Right,
as we roll
Scott
into the bottom of
Effross.
the 8th. Scott Effross.
F.
Pretty
Ross.
tight
Okay.
game, so they're looking
F.
for
Ross,
quality
you know what I
pitches
mean?
out of him
Fuck
right
Ross
here.
from Friends.
Gotta do his best
Piece
to
of
keep
shit.
the score right where it is.
Actually, I have little to no opinion on
And now for Seattle, Julio
Friends.
Rodriguez.
All right, slider at 81, a sinker at 92, a four-seam at 92, and a circle change at 85.
First pitch misses.
Well, these Mariners really impressing me with the quality
Julio
of their bats
0 for
this
in the
one. It's been fun
series.
getting a chance to see them go to work. The numbers help tell the story. I mean, they've been sitting fastball, and it's paying off in a big way. So far with 6 hits.
Swing, and this one's blasted.
I don't think it's going to get out.
Out
Oh, it did! Let's go, Julio! Let's go! I did not think that had enough. We have had so many hits that feel like that. We've had better contact that has not made it out of the ballpark. We've had a lot of hits, so it just doesn't sound good off the bat. But I guess it carried a little bit today. Whew.
I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to.
That's exactly what I
but it had just
was
enough
thinking.
behind it for the homer.
And then I saw him go up for it. I thought he would have a shot at the catch.
To try and bring that one back.
He didn't really have much of a shot, but
Cleanup hitter, Randy Arozarena.
Possibly thinking about home run number 100 here. He's just one shy of that milestone.
Just
plate, ball
missed.
1.
And that's a great way for a lineup to
now we can leave Santos in for the
pitcher can't rely on his
kind of a
fastball
cheese
to get
close
outs.
if we
That
want.
puts a lot of pressure on the rest of his pitches to be effective.
Darn, way too early.
Always exciting to see a leadoff
Way
home
too
run in
early.
an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Outside. And the
Pitch
count is 2-2.
outside. Slider all the way down at 78. Yeesh.
Lined into left center field, and that's going to fall for a hit.
All over that one right there. That pretty much split the zone.
I mean, if you leave 3 sliders in the middle of the zone, I'm bound to get one eventually, right?
Up next for the Mariners, 1 for 3. And that's a fair ball. Arozarena on his way to third.
Nope, nope, nope.
But he throws on the brakes, gets back to second.
Nope, 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 nope. We're not throwing this away.
Up next for the Mariners. And it's fouled
late.
off. Arozarena on second. Polanco at first with no outs.
Dominguez. 77. Okay. Judge is probably the guy that we don't want to pick on.
Pitch misses there. 1-1.
I say probably, like that isn't, you know.
Ball. That's inside.
Could be some
we
action
go.
here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Lifted in the air, right center field. Grisham on the move, and he hauls it in. Runner tags at second.
All right.
Now
Okay.
we'll see
Nicely
if moving
done.
up to third there pays off for
I
him.
don't
He
love
didn't
it,
have to
but
tag and go.
man, we're able to do
Now he
something.
can
I guess
score a lot of different
move him up
ways.
a little
Doesn't
bit.
have to be a base
All right,
hit.
Ford.
We'll see what happens.
And here's the catcher, Harry Ford.
And there's one thing on his mind this at bat, getting that first hit at the big league level.
On the ground.
And
to
he's
third.
not going to get it. It's
Boots
going to be
it.
good.
Still slings it to second. Everybody's going to be safe.
Okay, another error. Everybody slow down. Did we challenge him again? That might be his second error of the game.
Manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Scott Efros won't go any further tonight. And the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Whoever's, I think it's Oswaldo Cabrera at third. If it's the same guy,
New pitcher for the Yankees.
he has had 3 or 4
Well, they need
plays at
someone to
third
stop
that have
the
been
bleeding and
kind
keep
of
the
rough.
score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
So digging in,
Now
Luke
batting,
Raley.
the first baseman.
E5, yeah. So he has 2 errors on the day. All right, 4-seam at 98, a circle change at 90, a cutter at 93, and a knuckle curve at 85.
And first offering is
I
fouled
thought I was
off.
ready for that knuckle curve. We were just early, but we were way on top of it.
Outside with a breaking ball.
It's outside.
Here's a 1-1. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. 1 out. Runners at first and second. Spoils the 2-strike
late.
pitch, and he'll see another.
Darn it, I was thinking about the circle change, but
And a 1-2. Fastball
Outside.
is outside.
never a strike.
That one almost got him. Runners at first and second with 1 gone. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's back there. And it's gone.
Nuke fucking Rayleigh. Let's go.
Second home run of the inning, and they
Let's
boost their lead.
fucking
It's 9-1.
go.
Played with a ton of confidence lately, and he's getting the results to back it up.
All right,
No
so
doubt
we're
those two
blowing
things
this game
feed
up a
off
little
one
bit.
another.
This is a huge 8th inning. We finally get to some of their pitching.
What pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was
Take
very
advantage of the
patient,
error
and it paid
again.
off.
So that left side of the infield has had 4 errors combined between the two teams.
Dylan Moore digs in now.
We still only have 1 away. Just early, but Rayleigh has the power to get it out of here. Oh
In
boy,
the air,
goddamn
foul
cutter.
off first. Makes the catch.
We'll go ahead and
now.
leave Santos
And
in
a
just
two down.
because.
The right fielder,
2
number
out,
10,
space is empty.
Victor
At the plate, Victor
Robles.
Robles.
That's such a bad cutter. Just late, damn it.
Just
Nope, that's a ball.
missed. Action in the pen down there. Jake Cousins up and loosening in the pen. Outside
That's ball
low.
Low and
2-0.
outside.
2-0.
Two outs. The pick behind with that swing. It's strike
I don't
one.
think a
Newborn
bit
came
is
right at him
the
right there, challenged him with
correct
the 2-0
term.
fastball. Not sure exactly what he was looking for, but got to imagine that's a confidence booster on the mound. You're in that hitter's head a little bit.
Fuck
Delivered
me.
pitch in for a strike at 95. Now he steps out as time is granted.
I feel like I needed to take time on the last pitch. After the first strike, it's a goddamn at bat.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Inning over. Although plenty of damage.
We're up by
done,
8.
but
There's
2
nothing
outs
for me to be
represent
irritated
this
with, yet
inning.
somehow I am
The ball
fucking
was
irritated.
working.
God damn it.
Coming up here for the Yankees. Welcome back.
Just
as
so
we take a
easy
look
to
at their
fool
upcoming
me.
schedule.
Okay, so 3 in San Diego starting Friday. Then we're in Chicago. Then we're in Houston for a long set, 4-game set starting next Thursday. So, whew. All right, let's leave Santos in here.
Check swing, and he went. And that is strike one.
Just need to actually throw quite a few pitches.
25
This will
years old,
eliminate
and
him
he was
from
born in
tomorrow,
the
but
Dominican Republic.
Jesus
And
Christ.
that one pulled foul.
All right, hold on. Let's dial it back here. There
And
we go.
down on strikes. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. Here's the Yankees catcher
number
now,
28,
Austin Wells.
Austin Wells.
That one pushed foul out of play off to the left. One down, base is empty. Hit on the ground to the right side. Raley takes it to the bag, and they're down to their last out. And next for New York, Jason Dominguez. Swing and a drive, deep right field. That one back.
Game. Okay.
And the Mariners.
Score doesn't necessarily indicate how close this game was. I think you would argue it does not indicate how close this game was. It was 3-0 for a while. We gave up kind of a funky run, a couple of errors in the infield, and then we put on 6 runs in those last 3 innings or so. Yeah, that's a big deal. That's a big win for us. We survived the 2 errors. I thought the game was actually going to be a lot meaner with it because I don't know if it's just me, but it feels like a lot more double plays were turned in previous iterations of this game. And maybe I'm actually hitting the ball a little bit better, but it felt like we hit into a lot more double plays and we were actually able to turn a lot more double plays as well. So it's been kind of funky on both sides of it. But, I mean, it's good to get Julio a solo shot there. That pushed the lead up to 5-1. Then Raley goes yard for the 3-run blast. That made it 9-1. Kirby gets the win. Fried gets the loss. And we get a series victory over the New York Yankees. Their pitching is pretty perfect against myself. In particular, we actually put on 6 runs in the final 2 innings, not the final 3. Max Fried, 5 innings pitched, 5 hits, 4 strikeouts, 1 walk, 3 earned, all of those in the first inning. Goldschmidt was 2 for 3 with a strikeout. Volpe was 0 for 3 but did have an RBI. Aaron Judge was 1 for 4 with a strikeout. Austin Wells 0 for on the day. George Kirby, your player of the game, and gets the win. 6.2 innings of 5 hit ball. 8 strikeouts, no walks, 1 earned on his line. Raley was 2 for 4 with a home run. It was the 3-run blast. Julio was 1 for 3 with a solo shot. Rosarena was 2 for 4 with a couple of runs knocked in. He scored twice. Polanco was 2 for 4 with a run. And as funky as the score was, because Santos came in with a 3-run lead, he gets his first save of the season. Yeah, really, really weird. If we take a look just quickly at the replay vault, we got the error where he just overthrew it. And this one was kind of funky to watch in real time because the camera stayed a little bit high where I feel like it wasn't quite its normal level. And this one just kind of... This one sailed, and they qualified that as out of play. So we were able to bring around a run to score on a sacrifice fly. I just feel like he had a really tough time in the game. I didn't actually need to do that. Let's go to the vaults because it would have been the 8th. Oh, did they not qualify it? No, they qualified it as an error. Forward reached on fielder's choice on deflected hit. Was this it? Yeah, this was it. I thought they qualified this as an error. Yeah, because he threw it into the outfield. So a couple of plays there that weren't great at third base, and we took a look at the replays for our team as well. So weird game all around. I thought the game was gonna get real mean there. But it didn't. We win another series, and we haven't lost a game in May because we are the best. Luis Gil will be on the mound 3-3 with a 3.38 ERA. Take it on Logan Gilbert 5-1 with a 2.01 ERA tomorrow at 6 p.m. Pacific time. But before we go, let's open the scouting report pack for May. Oh. Cool. Scouting report. Interesting. All right, that wasn't nearly as exciting as I thought it was going to be. So we'll rip one of these packs. A diamond. Here we go. Man, after the game absolutely screwed me there on some errors, that feels good. Who are we going to get? Let's find out. It was shortstop. Ellie. No, it's Trey Turner. Okay. Okay. That's not a bad pull at all. 3,100. I mean, I don't take out Ellie De La Cruz. Not a chance. I love Ellie De La Cruz. Who could put him in here? No, but I'd love O'Neal Cruz. I love both of those players. Hey, cool. Good pull for me. And we get another diamond. So there you go. What a way to end the video with a good pack rip. Thank you all so much for joining. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, subscribe over here. Ring the bell down below. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. Thank you again for helping me hit 3,000 subscribers. It means a lot. The videos upload every day, 6 p.m. Pacific time here on the channel. I, again, did not upload a video this morning. Will I ever get into a rhythm with that? You'll just have to stay tuned to find out. Thanks again for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed, and we'll be back tomorrow. Good sports. Go Mariners. Have a great rest of your day.